So I'm here today to talk to you about mistakes and how we react to them. Now there's a bunch of different ways you can react to making a mistake, right? You can say, here's an opportunity for me to learn something. Or you can say, I didn't do that, that was somebody else. Or you can cringe and say, I'm a worthless specimen of a human being, please, can I now crawl into my burrow? And I have a little shocking thing to tell you now, something that you may not realize. Journalists make mistakes. Yes, it's true. They're human beings. They make errors. And when they do it, they feel really bad. In fact, they feel it really deeply. They feel it in their gut. And they, your gut, it's like a second brain. It has all these nerve endings. And that is, when you say to a journalist, you made a mistake, that is where they feel it. They get a miserable, queasy feeling. And that's because for so long it was so hard for journalists to really correct anything, right? The presses rolled, the broadcast aired, and that was it. You were, the best thing you could do would be to correct it the next day. So what did you do in the newsroom? You circled the wagons. You basically said, we're right, you're wrong. Or you said, we stand by our story. And today you can kind of sympathize a little bit with the journalist who says this, because people are so angry with them. There is such rage, such anger against the MSM out there on the internet. And, people are angry, but they're angry with reason. Sadly, you probably have seen these numbers, you may know these statistics, but they're really depressing. 29% of people say that journalists get their facts straight, and only 18% say that they deal fairly. Now, journalists themselves tend to feel that they've actually, or that they're doing much better than that. But sadly, if you look at the statistics, it doesn't hold up. 59% of stories have at least one error, and 18% of them, 2% of those errors are ever actually corrected. That's pretty bad, right? Now, you might say, well, it's just a bunch of trivial errors and misspelling. What does it matter? But if they misspell your name, you're upset. And sometimes the misspellings are considerably more problematic. So, another example is this Washington Post error that some of you may remember. They confused 9/11 with 911 and got a lot of guff on Twitter as a result. They completely ignored it. Now, so we're kind of stuck in this impasse. People don't want to talk to journalists because they think they're going to be ignored, and journalists don't want to listen to people because they think they're going to be attacked, and nobody's very happy with the situation. So I want to change the subject, change the model. Think about software. Now, when you tell a programmer he made a mistake, what does he do? He thanks you. Because nobody can say that software is perfect, right? It crashes all the time. So, software projects have bug trackers. Anybody can come, bring them your error, file a bug, and get a response from the developers. This is a remarkable model. Now, what if we applied this to the media? So, the first thing that we would have to do to make that work is get the newsroom to be a little more open. Not just assume that anyone who offers a complaint is somebody with an axe to grind who can be ignored. Newsrooms have, in the past, sometimes felt like impenetrable fortresses. Fortunately, that time is behind us. Most newsrooms are a lot more open today, but you still don't always know, like, how do you talk to someone? And if you do, will you be listened to? So, unfortunately, also today, newsrooms are shrinking. The industry is in big financial trouble. And so at the same time that more and more people are able to bring their complaints forward, there are fewer and fewer people to respond to them. Newspapers used to have ombudsmen, but a lot of those have been laid off or taken a buyout. So, what do we do? Well, one good thing is that newsrooms are also open to new ideas today because they're in trouble. So my idea is mediabugs.org. It's an open, public bug tracker for media coverage here in the Bay Area. And we're going to see how it goes. We're hoping that we can help fix the news, help restore some trust in the media, and maybe even help some journalists cope. So we're in open beta test right now, and if you're interested in helping out, let me know. Thank you.